little bitty ass island. It's like 11 million.
11 million?
Yeah, that's crazy.
11 million people on that little ass island. It ain't even big as shit. It might be the size of Florida, maybe. It ain't big as Arkansas. It's probably Louisiana way bigger than that. Yeah, that island is like this. But Florida like this. Cuba, if you turn it and bend it, it's probably the size of Florida. 11 million people. Okay, and they keep having kids. 11 million. So he said he gonna make you fruitful. He said he gonna make you a multitude of people. Go ahead.
It says, verse 5, and now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. Verse 6, and thy issue which thou begottest after them shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren and their inheritance.
Go ahead.
Verse 7, and as for me, when I come from Padan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan, in the way where yet there was but a little way to come out of Ephraim.
Because that was his mama.
Son.
Joseph's mama was Rachel. So he let him know your mama died. You know, he tell him, go ahead.
It says, and I buried her. There is the way of Ephraim, the same Bethlehem. Verse 8, and it reads, and Israel beheld Joseph's son and said, who are these? Verse 9, and Joseph said unto his father,
boy right here. You know, that's how Jake them doing. Well, who is this right here?
Hey, you seen that boy about like 7 years.
He ain't never seen him. He had never seen him. Go ahead.
It says, and Joseph said unto his father, they are my sons, who the Most High have given me in this place.
Go ahead.
And he said, bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. Verse 10. Now, the eyes of Israel were dim.
They believe he was what? About to die. He couldn't hardly see.
Go
ahead.
He said, now the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see, and he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. And Israel said unto Joseph, I have not taught to see thy face, and lo, the Most High has showed me also thy seed.
Yeah.
Verse 12.
Go ahead.
And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself into his face to the earth. And verse 13, and Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand towards Israel's left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand towards Israel's right hand. And
when they bless you, they always put their right hand on you. Go ahead.
It says, and brought them near to him. Verse 14, and Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guarding his hand rightly, for Manasseh was the firstborn.
So the oldest supposed to receive half the father's inheritance. Right? But he was getting blessed by the grandfather, but he chose the younger son, Ephraim. Go ahead.
Verse 15, it reads, and he blessed Joseph and said, the Most High, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the Most High who fed me all my life long until this day. Verse 16, the angel which redeemed me from the evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them in the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth.
See, in the midst of the earth, man. Okay. Now, when you go into the word midst, I'm gonna type the word midst up. I'm gonna show you. He said gonna grow up in the what now? Midst.
It says going to a multitude in the midst of the earth.
In the midst of the earth. Between a multitude. Check. I'm gonna see this word. Now, just something come in my head. I'm just seeing if this word midst go along. See, the word midst means what? In the middle of. Okay. Now, if you pull up in the midst of the brother, if you pull up a map, you got North America, Central America, you got Issachar, then you got Central America, then South America. What's in the middle of that? Puerto Rico, Cuba, Haiti, Dominican. It said that they were going to be in the midst. The word midst means in the middle.
This is in the Hebrew, in the midst, on the blue letter, it says Pereb. It means midst, among, in the part, middle.
In the middle. So they in the middle of two continents.
Yep.
That's just one of them things you get. You can believe it, you don't have to believe it.
Yeah.
You know? We coming in the state of prophecy. The Lord put that on us to say it. You look the word up, you figure it out. Just told you. You can believe here or forbear. That's it. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 17 it reads, and when Joseph saw that his fathers laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him.
He was like, hey man, what you doing? Hey, he ain't the oldest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head and to Manasseh's head.
Yeah.
Verse 18. It reads, and Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn.
Yep.
Put thy right hand upon his head. Verse 19 it reads, and his father refused and said, I know it. My son, I know it.
I know, man. I know what I'm doing.
That sounds like Jake, man.
You know what I'm doing? I want to drink that wine over there. I know what I got this. I got this. I got this, man. Jake already, you know, it's a plan. You know, Jake already slick. Jake mess around with the heads of planet, man. Go ahead.
He says, he also should become a people, and he also should be great, but surely his younger brother should be greater than he.
Yo, he gonna be great, but the younger brother gonna be greater. Because the tribe of Ephraim is what? The head tribe of the northern kingdom. Okay? They the head tribe of the northern kingdom. Go ahead.
And his seed should become a multitude of nations.
A seed of multitude of nations. That's a lot of people. Okay? And he talking about Ephraim and Manasseh. He is talking about one, he's talking basically both of them. Because I'm telling you, you look up the population of Cuba, it's going to be 11 or 12 million. That's a little bitty place, man. That's a little bitty island. But to be a lot of people, man. Puerto Rico only got like 3-4 million. See, they got like 3-4 million. But you can pull up, you can fact check if you want it.
We got it right here. Population of Cuba, 11.3319.
11 million.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico got like 3 million, 3.8. So he told them they're going to have a big nation, multitude. For them small little places, a lot of people. Shit, Arkansas only got 3 million people. Mississippi only got probably like 4 or 5. So you talking that little island got more people than 2 fucking states. A lot of people.
This is the population in Puerto Rico in 2019, 3.19 million.
19 million people. That's a little island.
Yeah.
Shit, that island about that big. And it's got the same amount of people we got in this state of Arkansas. Okay.
Damn.
What it is. If you probably built a good interstate in Puerto Rico, it might take you 3 hours to go from one end to the other. Here it takes 7 hours to go from one end to the corner to the other. That's how big the state is. But they got the same amount of people. Cuba got 3-4 times as many people we got. We see people everywhere. So you can imagine Cuba, it's just people on top of people. They everywhere. It's just everywhere, man. They steady multiplying everywhere. Okay.
That reminds me of that movie. We don't die, we multiply.
Oh yeah, baby kid.
In Genesis 48, verse 20, it reads, and he blessed them that day, saying, thee shall Israel bless, saying, the Most High make thee as Ephraim and Manasseh, and he said Ephraim before Manasseh. Verse 21, and Israel said unto Joseph,
Said Ephraim up before Manasseh. Go ahead.
Verse 21, and Israel said unto Joseph, behold, I die, but the Most High shall be with you, and bring you again unto the land of your fathers.
He's going to bring you again. Reincarnation. Reincarnation. Okay, now let's go back to Genesis 49 in 22.
Back in Genesis 49 and 22, it reads, Joseph is a fruitful boat.
Joseph is a fruitful bow. Ephraim is Ephraim, fruitful. Okay, all right. The fruitful bow, meaning you look up that word bow, it's gonna go into children. Okay, so they fruitful. A bow. Also, go ahead and pull up that word bow. Show you something.
Bow meaning bun. Bun meaning son, grandson, child, member of a group.
What else you got for that word bow?
Male child, it says sons of a characteristic, sons of an injustice, it says people of a nation.
Lexicon, go down a little bit, scroll down just a little bit. Got a lot of the definition right in there too.
It says bun meaning as a builder of the family name in the widest sense, literature and figurative relationship, including grandson. So we got all that right there.
I think a bow. Also, a bow is like a. I want to say it's like a tree or something. Hold on. I know it says sons. I want to get something else. Let's see here. Type this in Google. See what Google gives me. See, bow. That's the other definition. Main branch of a tree.
Well, hey, that's in Judges 9. A bow meaning soap, meaning branch, brushwood, bow. Right there.
Read that. Go back and read. Yeah, we're gonna break it down. So we know it means sons and trees, right? Go ahead and read that again.
This book of Genesis 49 and 22. It reads, Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well.
Fruitful bow by a well. Well is what? Water. So if you put a tree by the water, it's gonna grow. It's gonna nourish.
Yeah.
You see that? So the Lord has them being plenteous, right? Because they are growing by the they live by the water as well. He put them in a spot. The Lord put them in a spot for them to prosper and for them to prosper with children and to be able to have children and that land be able to sustain. Go ahead.
It says, whose branches run over the wall.
Whose branches run over the wall. Okay. When the Spaniards came, the white Spaniards came and conquered the Boricans, which a lot of people think it means Puerto Rican. Boricua don't mean Puerto Rican. It means warrior, something, brave noble lords. A lot of people think Boricua means Puerto Rican. It don't mean it. It means brave noble lords. Okay? You had the Boricuas and the Tainos. That wall, the Spaniards built a wall called El Moro. I think if you type that in, El Moro. Okay? And the girls used to go over the wall and basically have relations with the Spaniards. And then they had kids. And then the kids came back over and mixed themselves among the Boricuas that was over on the other side of the wall. That's where you get that light complected skin. Right. Puerto Ricans, you notice they like the lightest tribe.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? All them other tribes, you got your here and there, but you got your total black. But you had your blacks back then. But when they went on that wall, that's what you got. You got them light skinned, but see, originally they were dark like them. See them right there at the bottom? That's how they looked in the beginning. But then when they climbed on the wall, they wind up looking like that. See that? So a lot of You got a lot of you got a lot of Puerto Ricans, man. Shit, they Issachar, man. I mean, not Issachar, but Ephraim.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. That's why we try to spirit by the spirit. See whether they are of the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, verse 23, the archers have sorely gripped him.
Hold on, go back and read that again.
And 22. Okay. Genesis 49 and 22, the reason Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well whose branches run over the wall.
Verse 20. The wall, so they left their family line. They went over there and dealt with Esau. Got babies by Esau. Okay. What happened to the Ephraimites in Manasseh when they started? Mainly this Ephraim. When they started messing around with the Spaniards, what happened was, give me Hosea 4:17. They started messing around with them damn Spaniards and all that. Certain things happened. Give me Hosea 7 and 8. 4:17.
It's Hosea 4:17. Ephraim is joined to idols.
Ephraim is joined unto idols. Okay? That's what they into. All the northern tribes are into idols. Okay? Haiti into idols. Levi, they into idols. Simeon, Dominicans, they into idols. You see that? Issachar and them, the Aztecs and Maya, they was all into idols. Right? Puerto Ricans, Ephraim. Y'all got white Jesus hanging up everywhere. You got the candles, botanical candles, y'all in the, hanging up in the bathroom. And you got the Saint Maria hanging in the car. Jose Christos. Y'all in the idol worship, man. Y'all big in the idol. Okay? That's what happened when you start messing with the Spaniards. Then, go ahead and read what you got.
In the book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. It reads, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
You have mixed yourself among the people. You have mixed yourself among the Spaniards. And you are a cake unturned. You ever put some pancake batter in a skillet?
It won't mix.
No, you put it in there, it's gonna cook. But what you looking at? That's when you flip it over. That other side, what?
It's gonna be dark.
And that other side is gonna be. That's why he say you're a cake not turned.
Okay. Okay.
So it's gonna be dark.
Most people might say a cake, but I'm using a pancake because that's the basic analogy.
Going back to the
When you pour it in there, he can cook all day. If you don't flip it, that side's still gonna stay light color, like them damn. Puerto Ricans you see when once Esau get in there, you know what it look like. See that? So they're cake unturned, right? All right, go back over there.
Go back to Genesis 49 and 22. It says, Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the well.
Like I said,
walls.
They built that wall. And them Ephraimite women were going over sleeping with the Spaniards, man. Okay? And they built a wall to keep other people out. The Spaniards did, but the Esau, Puerto Ricans went over the wall and laid with them, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 23. The archers have sorely grieved him.
The archers have surely grieved him. The archers being who Esau now. They sorely grieved him. Okay? Go ahead.
And shot at him and hated him.
He hated him and they shot at him. They killed him. Because you gotta remember when Columbus came over, they say he didn't drop his sword for 8 hours. And they had guns as well. They were shooting people from them and everything. And they say he hated them. This 1492, 1500. But guess what the scripture said? Get Ezekiel 35 and 5. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Okay?
I'm gonna read that again.
You would think they would come over, say, man, teach us something, which they did. Let's share the land. Now y'all killed them.
Father,
Man,
35.
35 and 5.